Welcome into the Oklahoma Video Studio. Dave Morris here alongside Alex and Jordan. We're talking all things baseball happening at the Chickasaw Bricktown Ballpark this weekend, next weekend, and perhaps the following weekend after that, because there's a lot of baseball in our future, guys. Welcome in. Great to see you.
Thank you.
Jordan, good to see you on set.
Thank you.
I always see you out and about the city because the All Sports Association, which you're with, does so many cool events. Typically when we have any sort of NCAA event happening at the Cox or the Chesapeake Arena, you guys are behind the scenes.
We're behind the scenes. And
actually, you're front and center. I shouldn't say behind the scenes. You guys are producing those events. We're going to get into some Big 12 baseball and some Bedlam baseball here in a second. But right now, last week, Alex, when you and I spoke, it was the beginning of an 8-game homestand for the Dodgers, and now we're at the tail end of that. 2 games left, Wednesday, Thursday. How's the homestand gone so far?
Good. They've won 4 of 6, including 4 of the last 5, and really had been struggling to produce wins at home. So it's good to see them start to get some more wins in front of the home fans.
We had talked about that, 10-5 on the road. So a pretty good road team.
Yeah, so far. The road trip coming up here after this homestand is over is going to be challenging. Anytime you go out west and play in those really hitter-friendly parks, and we'll go out to El Paso and Albuquerque to start that trip, that's always a challenge. It's going to be a challenge for the pitchers and for the hitters not to fall in love with just trying to swing for the fences every single time they're up.
That's what baseball's all about, right? Chicks dig the long ball, right? That's what they used to say. But anyway, I interrupted you. 4-2 so far on the homestand. Who's playing well?
Well, the biggest highlight was a couple nights ago. Wilmer Font set the team record with 15 strikeouts, did it over 7 innings. Just an incredible performance. He was perfect through 6 innings. Walked the leadoff guy in the 7th. There was I'm still not quite over the 2-1 pitch that was resulted in ball 3, and then eventually walked him, but then gave up a hit later in the inning. But it shattered a record that had been set in 1999 by a Chuck Smith, so with his 14 strikeouts in a single game. So for Wilmer Font, struck out 15, struck out 12 of the first 18 batters he faced. Just an incredible performance by him. So that was great to see, and he's very kind of quiet, humble guy. And to hear our pitching coach talk about how he was emotional about it because of how hard Wilmer Font works, in between starts and everything. So that was just an awesome moment. And a couple guys carrying the offense right now, one of which is Max Muncy, guy who played in the major leagues with Oakland last couple of years, was released at the end of spring training, picked up by the Dodgers, and he's played very well. He's hitting about .350 ever since he joined the team at the beginning of this month. And Drew Maggi, guy who's been a utility player for us the last couple of years, he's been on a tear. He missed the first month of our season because he was in the World Baseball Classic with Team Italy, got hurt, so had to miss the first month of our season. But ever since he's been back, he's just been tearing it up.
He's got the voice, doesn't he? I should mention Alex Friedman, of course, the voice of the Dodgers. You just listen to this voice all the time, the cadence and all that. And let me get into that, going back to Wilmer Font a little bit. Let's talk your style and details when you see a storyline emerging like it was that night. What do you focus on? How do you develop a storyline, I guess I should ask, when you see something like that developing?
Yeah, I think that
just because baseball broadcasting is all about telling a story over 3 hours, basically.
Yeah, you've got to keep everybody informed of what's happening because you never know when they're going to tune in. If they're just tuning in, say, the 15th batter of the game, you want to make sure to let them know that he's retired each of the first 14. For me, I don't believe in any kind of jinx when it comes to a perfect game or no-hitter or anything like that. But I don't think it's worth talking about until you're through the order twice. That's just kind of my baseline. Sure. Usually, typically through 6 innings. Once you get to the 7th, then I think it becomes a bigger story. So that's a big thing. And just talking about the strikeouts, like I said, he retired the first 18 batters, struck out 12 of them. He had a game earlier this year where he struck out 11 over 5 innings against Nashville. So that was kind of a story. And he entered the game second in the league in strikeouts. So to have 15, obviously, still a bit surprising, but it just kind of fits in the narrative of his season, and I think it kind of helps you lock in a little bit in terms of your broadcasting. It's funny to talk to the other players and coaches. They didn't realize he had 15 strikeouts because they said they were also focused on a potential perfect game or no-hitter.
I was following along on Twitter that night. You can follow the Dodgers at OKC_Dodgers. You follow this gentleman, AZ Friedman. It was interesting. When I tuned in, I don't know, on Twitter 3 or 4 innings into it, I'm like, wait a minute, if I'm reading this right, there's some perfect stuff going on down at the ballpark. So that was another question that I would have had for you is, do you mention it?
Yeah,
the whole
I think
jinx
so.
Of clearly during the broadcast, you're like, here's what's going on.
Exactly, and I think there's other ways to say it besides he's working on a no-hitter, that Sacramento, you have to have a man on base, you have to collect a hit.
Gotcha.
But again, I don't believe in that stuff. If you think anything I have when I say up in the press box has an effect on the game, well, I'd use those powers for a lot different things if I had them.
We would have had a perfect game if it wasn't for Alex up in the booth. Okay, so the homestand tonight and tomorrow night, Wednesday, May 17th, Thursday, May 18th, as it turns out. $2 Thursdays coming up.
$2 Thursday coming up with the $2 sodas, beers, and waters to end that 8-game homestand tomorrow night. So 7:05 starts both tonight and tomorrow. But we've got more baseball coming up at the ballpark. Past Thursday night as Bedlam comes back to Chickasaw Bricktown Ballpark on a Friday and Saturday this year. Tulsa will host the first game on Thursday, so we'll have games on Friday and Saturday. Those are 7:05 starts as well. And what we've done the last few years, pretty neat idea, is that we package one Bedlam game plus 5 Dodgers games as well.
Very nice.
So we have a Bedlam ticket package that's on sale right now, and these are going to be very important games for OSU because they're kind of right on the cut line for that conference tournament. So these are going to be some must-win games for the Cowboys against their big rival.
Jordan, that's when you kick him out of town, right? Get out of the stadium, you guys.
He goes on the road, and we take over.
So Bedlam this weekend, what can we expect there?
From a Bedlam perspective, you've got, obviously Bedlam, OU, OSU, a lot of surprises. You never know what's going to happen. So, OU's playing really well. They're number 3 in the conference right now. As Alex said, Oklahoma State is right on that cut line. The top 8 teams of the 9 that play in the Big 12 baseball make the Big 12 baseball tournament. So, Oklahoma State we'd love to have them in the tournament, of course.
Typically, some really great energy in Bedlam baseball. Both teams,
passionate fan base. They're there.
There's a lot of crowd support for both. Plus, it's just fun to come out to the ballpark and watch some baseball. I see here that you have an event on Saturday, the McRoof Home Expo. What is that all about?
Yeah, that's going to be with us before the Bedlam game on Saturday with one of our partners, McRoof. And at this time of year, of course, we know, known for severe weather here in Oklahoma, and some unfortunate damage can happen at home. So McRoof, we're going to have 10 vendors at our ballpark. It's a completely free event from 10 a.m. to 1 p.m. at Chickasaw Bricktown Ballpark. We'll have not only the vendors there ranging from landscape, insurance, electric, roofing, gutters, all that stuff, but there's going to be several presentations done as well in our Legends Lounge. And McRoof will give theirs, which is called After the Storm. So they know what they're doing. They've been in business a long time. And again, this is just a neat free event that we're going to have for all sorts of folks. And again, come out to Chickasaw Bricktown Ballpark before the Bedlam game on Saturday. And again, at 10 a.m. to 1 p.m., rain or shine. We want to make sure that we get that out there because it will be under the concourse. We'll move some stuff in the Legends Lounge if need be. But regardless of the weather.
That's happening.
Yes, it is happening.
The following weekend, the Big 12 tournament takes over the ballpark May 24th and 28th.
Yep.
Or through the 28th.
Through the 28th. Yeah, so exciting. This is the 18th time that Oklahoma State hosts the Big 12 Baseball Championship, and I believe it's 17 at the Chickasaw Bricktown Ballpark.
What goes into it from your organization to get these events here in Oklahoma City? Because that's a big deal. It affects the local economy. And
yeah, it takes a team. I mean, it takes the work the Dodger staff does. They're pros at everything they do. The Big 12 is very confident in their staff. It takes the community, the city, what the OKC group is doing downtown in Bricktown, having hotels. The growth of the hotels has really helped a lot. Basically, fans can come here, park their car once, stay at a hotel, and walk to the ballpark.
So that makes it pretty convenient in an urban setting. Here's the ballpark. Here's lots of entertainment options or business options or food options.
And it's one of the best.
Hotels.
Yeah, it's one of the best. Plus, you've got one of the best AAA ballparks in America. So
no doubt about that.
New upgrades this year. Last year, the scoreboard came in after Big 12 baseball, so I know the Big 12 is excited to test out the new things going on with the digital boards. So, so action kicks off on Wednesday, 9 a.m. The actual bracket gets released Sunday night. So we have 2 series. The Big 12 is finishing up on Sunday, so we'll know the final bracket on Sunday. And then we'll be excited and ready to go. The teams will come in town Monday, have practice, and then that rain will stay away, and we'll have a great tournament. So.
Exactly. The Big 12 tournament returns to the Chickasaw Bricktown Ballpark, as you mentioned, next week. The tournament, May 24th through the 28th. You can find more information on the Dodgers website, okcdodgers.com. What is your website? I should have that in front of me, but I don't right now.
It's okcallsports.org/Big12BSB. So, and then all the ticket information's on there. We've got single session tickets will go on sale Monday. There's Big 12 4-packs available. That includes 4 tickets to 1 session and then $20 in concession credit to the Dodgers. So a great little family
Nice.
deal. So that's all $69. And then we'll still have some all-session tickets available starting at $69. So you can see 15 games for $69, and those are available at our website, the Dodgers website, or at the Dodgers ticket office.
And just to add, Friday night after the games, we'll have fireworks, and then Sunday is a family day too, so that day before Memorial Day.
Yeah, so first time ever we've had fireworks at Big 12 baseball, so that's exciting. I think, we're just trying to capitalize on what the Dodgers already do. It's Friday night at the ballpark. Let's come out.
Sure.
There's going to be fireworks. And then also Thursday night, we're going to do a Big 12 tailgate that night. That's going to be on the Mickey Mantle Plaza, and that's going to be in conjunction with the Bricktown Beach opening that downtown Oklahoma City is doing.
Which is just another fun element. You were talking about how the ballpark is a really nice ballpark, has great amenities, but that's kind of another cool new feature.
Yeah.
Bringing the beach back.
Yep. So it's just, we want to have people come downtown, create an atmosphere. There's going to be a beer garden down there, some yard games. We'll have some radio remotes out there, just some people. We want to create an atmosphere. We want people to come down to Bricktown and hear what's going on and wander into the game. So no matter who's playing, we want people to come down to the ballpark. So,
Jordan, one last question. I'll get you guys out of here after this. All Sports Association, you guys had Big 12 softball recently. What all are you guys involved with right now? What do you have the crew scattered?
Yeah, we're scattered a lot this week, the next few weeks. So we just finished the Big 12 softball championship at USA Softball Complex last weekend. Successful event. We're excited to have that back. It's the first time since 2010. And then, as we talked about, Big 12 baseball starts next week on Wednesday, and that goes through Sunday. And then we are also hosting the NCAA Division III Softball National Championship, and that's Thursday, starting next Thursday through Monday, Tuesday. So we'll have two events going on at the same time. So we'll be split up staff-wise.
At Hall of Fame Stadium?
That'll be at Hall of Fame Stadium, and then we finish up Monday, maybe Tuesday, depending on if the championship series is best 2 out of 3. So, but then the World Series kicks off on Thursday, June 1st. So we have about a day prep to get ready for the World Series. So
always a great event, always a well-attended event as well.
And it's sold out. So
well, good job. All right, Jordan, Alex, good stuff. Appreciate you guys coming in. Good information. Best of luck with everything. The Dodgers, the final 2 games of their homestand, as well as Bedlam baseball and Big 12 baseball coming up. Guys, thanks.
Thank you.